Hello, we are live. Welcome to the Chain Dogs podcast. And I forgot to say this first thing, didn't I?
Yeah.
Holy Ghost, we are live. Yes, how are you all doing, everyone?
I was going to say, is this the start of a new era?
Hello there.
Should have just said nothing, and then it would have just never had to be a thing ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Do you want us to keep that trend going or not?
It was never a
do we need-
decision, really. Was
about that. It'll keep it going.
I'm outvoted
Don't
already.
fuck with the format, guys.
No, hope everyone is okay.
Why have we been doing that now? We can't just.
Hope everyone is all right. Thanks for joining us. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Matt, we got Bart, we got Joe. How we all doing? How we us four be doing? Good.
Shit. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good.
You
Don't
just
feel
never
yeah,
asked it.
No, I shouldn't. No,
What was that
it's all
say?
right.
Everyone's like, yeah. I'm all right.
Luke is
No,
always
I'm great. I'm
state
good.
of ill at the moment, so
Yeah, state of ill. So sorry, but hopefully my mic sounds better this week. So sorry about the last few weeks, guys. It's just jank as hell. I'm trapped. I can't move. If anyone listening to this on a podcast,
You just
I'm
got to like
I'm so
solder it
trapped.
to that mic stand, and you'll be sorted then.
That's not a bad shout.
Solder it.
I might do. Yeah, I might do that.
That's good.
Bit tick welder out. Yeah, spooky season.
Don't mind me.
Let's go.
I am here. I'm definitely not researching.
No, we're not looking
Dude,
for
like,
things to talk
The
about.
trick with Carlis are not like no one would ever know
not mention it at all.
because I'm constantly lining shit up.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Last week, though.
definitely not doing prep for the show after the show's already started.
Not like that's weekly.
Hey,
Who would ever do that,
contracts,
right?
mate. How's
That's
it
how
going?
live things work, Macarabe.
Who could ever be so unorganized?
I know.
Well, we haven't got like the budget to have a whole bank of
Producer.
showrunner, like
Yeah,
Showrunner,
research
producer.
mixer.
No,
Okay.
we haven't. All the time. Yeah.
So yeah, spooky season. Hello, Scare Track. Shout out. Thanks for joining us.
It's happening.
A lot going on, but we'll get onto that. We did say a full squad was going to be here, and they are, but Emma is just running a little bit late. She's got a good excuse, but
Yeah.
she is going to be here unless she messages and says sorry she can't make it. But that'll be all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, Hyperia.
It
Yeah.
seems to be whenever I'm about to go on Hyperia, something
I blame James.
What's
This is James's fault
Oh, yeah,
all the
I'm
way
going on
through.
Friday.
Yeah.
You've
They
done
just
it,
like-
haven't you? At least you've
Yeah.
done it.
I've been to
Did
2
you-
ERPs for it, so
Did you pre-book your day with your annual pass?
I did.
Maybe that's it. Maybe just they see you coming and be like, nah. Let's
Yeah,
tease him.
Yeah.
Voltron
So,
Valley
if you
next
haven't
as well
seen-
before you go.
Today, Hyperia stalled
It did. In the same place.
because they should have learnt from last time. It didn't seem that they had actually fully loaded the train with water dummies. They had only done a few rows.
What a
And it
dumb
must
thing
be
to
like
do.
it must be getting like pretty cold.
It's getting
now as
colder.
well.
It's
Yeah,
getting
pretty
windier.
cold. Yeah.
Very
Um,
windy down there at the moment.
They've acted it quite fast, though, haven't they? They've
Yeah, they had a crane on site already, apparently, which I think they just need to at this point.
it's fully for the best.
And they have
yeah.
already started removing it, I believe, which is better than last time. So it should be reopened hopefully tomorrow on one
Yeah.
train.
Well,
And
they've got
fingers
their
crossed by
surely
Friday
they'll
they
have-
can get the second
Yeah.
one built back up and put back on.
Surely they'll have the press event tomorrow night for
Yeah.
Fight Nights, wouldn't it?
Yes,
So
Oh, of course. Yeah. Tomorrow
That'll
night.
that's
happen
the
tomorrow,
spooky thing. We
quick.
can't talk about that yet.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it.
No,
Yeah.
me and Joe went and did Hyperia again.
Did you?
The theme park awards.
Oh yes,
Well,
We
nice.
weren't here last week, so I couldn't really talk about them. But
yes. Your
Mhm.
fast track. That was
Yeah.
not a fast track wristband.
yeah, that was great. That was so funny. Yeah. Corp accidentally gave us fast pass wristbands that said, "This is not a fast pass or fast track or whatever it is." But then everyone was like, "No, it is. It is." But yeah, it was fun.
Genuinely is.
It was good to get back on it. Still amazing. I don't think it's rough. I know people saying like this is rough. I think what people, I don't know. I don't want to speak on behalf of other people, but what I've realised is it has kind of like a it's got like a Gerstlauer energy about it in terms of like, you know, sometimes when you get to the end of like a Gerstlauer or something, and your head feels like just really like full, like it's got loads of blood in it. I think it's that, man. Because I got a bit of a Gerst take on it.
So both times we did the ERT, I think we got the same train for the ERT both times.
Wow.
And front and back car really smooth. The middle two cars did have a shake to them.
Like a proper shake.
Yeah.
We must have had a good train then.
But it's just I think we got the same train both times.
It's just, I forgot how flipping intense it was. It's just actually really
it is very intense.
It's so intense. Like, it's so intense. And I forgot about that. And when I hit the brake, I was like, wow, it's got some force, but still love it. Still a really good coaster.
I got told it was running a little bit slower than opening day at the moment. The overbank isn't quite as forceful right now as it was when it first opened. Like, in all of their tinkering with the lift motors and, you know, the mitigation that they've put in place to basically get it to the end of the season. I don't know.
I can't say I've noticed it personally.
I didn't get to do it on opening, but
no, I can't.
To me, it doesn't seem like it.
No, I think that sounds like people.
Apparently, is from what I've seen, it's apparently running a couple seconds quicker.
I would say it felt more intense than when I first did it personally, but that could be anything. That could just be in your head, couldn't it? So, but no, it's great to get on that. It's great to finally experience Oktoberfest at Thorpe Park, which was pretty cool. It seems like a park that's great.
Did you enjoy the skiers?
Yeah, flipping weird, isn't it? Like, that's something that really threw me off. Like,
good comment.
Skiing got to do
you enjoy the skiers? Yeah, it's flipping weird, that, isn't it? Like,
they had people on skis, but the skis were hoverboards, so they were hoverboarding around the show area.
What? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just
that's mad.
They really lent into the ski slope.
But why? It's like
towards the Alps.
But like Oktoberfest is not known for like snow.
Yeah, that's what we were like. Okay. And then they have an Oktoberfest remix of a Christmas song in one of their performances.
It's the easiest theme to do for anything. You just need beer. That is Oktoberfest for anything.
It's a great park to have it at, though. Like, it's a bit like Pleasure Beach, where you know, I think it works better when loads of things are like close to each other. Like Towers do it really well. You're on the lawn, but you do feel like you're just in Oktoberfest, and then a walk to the rides. Whereas when all the rides are about you, it feels like a little bit more like you.
It is very
a little bit.
Is Oktoberfest something? Is Oktoberfest a thing that's been embraced only by, like, within just leisure in England in general? Is it something that's only been embraced by theme parks, or are we popping up? Are we popping up?
More.
Because quite frankly, I'm surprised more pubs haven't.
Yeah.
Well, you say that our golf club's doing it now as well.
Yeah, in my town, the local market, I saw it advertised loads were advertising for an Oktoberfest event in the actual market. So
quite like years ago, I'm saying like probably 2014, I saw Beer Keller pop up in loads of different places. I'm going to say
Blackpool,
15.
Blackpool had one.
That was obviously way before the theme, but and that is just a whole bar, like a massive bar that is just themed to Oktoberfest. And then German game arcade sort of things with like the shuffleboards and stuff. There was an Oktoberfest in our local town, in the park. every year they have an Oktoberfest.
Mm.
But yeah, it just seems to be getting like more and more. It's just an easy event to put on, isn't it? It's just like get a
Really?
load of like it's cheap as well.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're going to do a pop-up event, which a lot of places do, it's just get a
Beer
tent
and
with
bunting.
loads of wooden tables and that's there you go, sorted. Sell loads of beer.
Like I still want to go to the original one in Munich, but like I would have thought that, I mean, like you guys are confirming it, but I would have thought it would have taken off like real well in England.
I don't think I have any.
British
you know,
people take any excuse to
yeah.
just drink for no reason.
I love the the campness of it. It's so good. Like it's like it's almost like Eurovision in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, but I think that's only because the way we do it in this country, it's just like such a farce. Like, it's such like a. But I've had no desire to go to the actual Oktoberfest. I mean, I'd like to
ride Olympia Loop in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do that in a lot of different places.
But
that's true.
Park, when it comes
Hyde Park's probably more
it's just
expensive
like I want to go
get
to the
than Munich for me.
Like I still remember the like the trip to Towers in 2020 in September. That was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. And just like really enjoying like how well done the Oktoberfest stuff was done there, and I'm like, and then obviously at Blackpool Pleasure Beach the year after, that Oktoberfest was really like that was one of my favorite weekends that we had at Pleasure Beach. That Pleasure Beach event in 2021 was it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I mean I've always wanted to go and check out the Munich one in the Munich Oktoberfest, but like it was like if we do it like this to this like level of quality, like what must the original be like?
Do you know what I think though? And I don't know this for sure. I've seen a few vlogs on it over the years, but it looks just busy. Like it doesn't look. It looks like
looks like Hyde Park. Like
it looks as if so many people go there and like the kind of fun is taken out of it a little bit.
A football match.
Because like
in terms of like the chill aspect of it,
like imagine like because it's just thousands of people there, and then once you mix like alcohol into that situation, oh my god, like
the TikToks fly.
Sound mad.
I've seen some. Everyone like photos are easily. Like I've seen photos. It does look heaving in some.
I'd love to see. I'd love to just see how they pick up them steins, because that is insane, isn't it? When you see
the fucking
carrying
20 of them,
two hands, like
tiny person, like just picks up like 40 steins. It's like how have you done that? Like I don't even know.
They use their.
Can't even take 3 pints from the bar. Do you know what I mean? That's impressive.
Yeah. So, oh my god, not that one. That one.
I wonder if other cities around
care about that one.
I wonder if other cities around Germany do like their own, but like they have to. Surely.
Did Pleasure Beach even do one? They did do one because I've been seeing their adverts everywhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen adverts for a Pleasure Beach Oktoberfest this year.
Yeah,
and it's reminded me
similar to one that went on the other year, but yeah.
At
least Leserberg would be a good park to do one.
Yeah, I don't know if the culture's there for Leesburg.
They've got a big fucking stage, man. They've got like a massive.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like
they have strict alcohol laws, don't they?
Oh,
they're not too big.
Isn't really Oktoberfest oriented.
That's a shame. That would be cool.
And I think in Germany, like maybe some places do it, but it's like it's like a Bavarian thing. It's like exclusive, like it happens in Bavaria. It's like a Bavarian tradition. So I just don't know how that would I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but yeah. Anyway, so that is some reason we went on to Oktoberfest.
That was a tangent. So Hyperia needs them LSMs.
Hyperia needs LSMs added on the bottom of that valley.
I just want to add, I finally did the new version of Ghost Train.
How'd
you find it?
It's just so bad. Like, it's
on a scale of
say what you mean, Sean.
Burn it to the ground. How shit is
Don't hold back, bro.
Like,
Don't hold back.
It's like I would give it like I'd give it a 2 out of 10. I'd give it a 2.
So
Whoa.
the second time I did the new version, I
Mm.
enjoyed it more because I expected it to be really shit.
Yeah.
Because I knew, and it was more entertaining. But to be fair, since I first did it this year, they have actually improved it as well.
The thing is, so
Is there no
we
enjoyment
were-
to be had simply from laughing at how bad it is?
Oh
Yeah, I
it's-
think that's
it's
what it
hilarious.
means.
Yeah, I
like
think
Guys the
like
Richer.
it's like when you go watch like The Room. I guess you know like the film that like.
Oh hi, Mark.
Oh hi, Mark. You know this, and this is actually like no disrespect on the actors in there because like
No,
The
that is
actors
like
do really
that
try.
is what gets the 2. Like you know, they do a really good job of it, but like they're just like not giving anything really. Like
No,
in
not the
terms of like the story is so stupid. Like I mean, there's a the guy who's meant to be the train conductor. Like that guy has just put himself all over that ride. And I think he's like the creative director or something of the ride or something. But like I didn't know this, so we rode it with some people. Yeah, we rode it with a couple of people who have already done it a few times, and we kept like stopping loads. But like, there's nothing to tell you that you're like just stalling. So that room where you go out of the Pepper's Ghost room before you go on the
Up the
train,
stairs. Yeah.
there's like a little screen, and we was just in there for like, I'm not kidding you, like 7 minutes. And we were
Whoa.
watching this screen like,
I
is-
haven't had
yeah.
an experience like that.
we were
always
like,
gone
is this
straight
actually
through.
meant to be telling us a story? And then after we got out of the room, someone was like, no, it's just we like stalling phrases. I'm like, well, just something happened to tell us because everyone's watching the screens going, what is going on? Like it's just
Because when they
flicking
used to
from
stall
channel
there,
to
they
channel.
used to have an actor there instead.
Yeah.
Interacting with you
Yeah.
when it was going
Yeah.
around.
And that was brilliant because they always played up on it big time. Like, and then made you ask questions, like did a little quiz
And then
with
gave
one
you
of
a
us.
code.
But
They
like
gave us
so
a
many,
code,
like
yeah,
when we got out, like we was with Sophia, and she basically told us, oh, this didn't work, that didn't work. I was like, so there's loads of little things that didn't work, but took away from the experience. And I'm like, well, that's just the flipping VR again, then, isn't it? Really? Like, if you're going to take out the thing that stops the experience, but anyway, I'm not going to get.
Did you enjoy the vault room with half of it being just blank and no theming whatsoever?
Yeah, it was just like it was such a misfire. Like I couldn't believe.
And the
it.
worst part, they removed the end.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The secret, like, what was the yeah? They've removed that.
And the actual shop for the ride is now gone.
The actor who played the nun tripped over, bless him. Like,
Oh no!
but also we were stored on the last bit of the train for ages. So they, for I'm not kidding you, for like 4 minutes, the actress was just doing this, and everyone was just sat, and it's not dark at all. You can see everyone else's reactions, and everyone's just like looking at each other, like, what is going on? Like, oh god, it's but.
Anyway,
I don't think it's got long left. That thing, it
Yeah.
can't have. It's had. It's just no. It's had its heyday, hasn't it? I when I did it as Darren Brown, I enjoyed it. Some aspects of it. What I enjoyed the most, which was crazy,
If
is
the VR worked, then Darren.
when
Brown
it
was
worked,
pretty
it
good.
did. It was actually very enjoyable.
Yeah, when
I
it
think
worked.
the best experience I had on it was when we broke down.
yeah, and they told us to take the VR headsets off, and they interrogated us, and
And,
then
like,
they played the show.
So with yours,
without
where the
it.
actors just like shook about for 4 minutes,
Yeah,
when we broke
got
down and were stuck there,
verbally
the
attacked.
actors were in character
Yeah,
interacting with us while we were waiting. Like interrogating us, basically.
but that shows you though how long the actors must have been working on that ride for it to, for them to know when to switch it on. Like, oh, we've got a problem with the ride. Let's turn on the character.
yeah.
Whereas, no disrespect to any of the new actors or anything, it sounds to me, I haven't ridden it, so I can't speak for that.
No,
but
apparently
it sounds like there's no story given to
Yeah.
them. There's no character for them. They're
it's
just hosts.
dependent. Apparently, it is very highly dependent, like anything like this, about which actors you have. Because at the end of the day, like they're only staff members.
For sure,
Yes,
yeah,
they
yeah.
are actors, but like
Yeah.
they're pretty young. Like they're getting into this. Like it's
Yeah,
no disrespect on them.
No.
But yeah, like it's like you say, like there's not enough meat on that story to be able to carry that story on when something's going wrong, or you know what I mean.
Like,
So
there's
I
no
don't know.
law. There's no law to it. There's no.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
you
just I
can't
was
pick up
so
on anything.
like because like the marketing really made a deal of like this, the believers or whatever it was, and there's not even like anything to do with the story. Like, yes, they went down into
They are very lightly. It's
It's
a
a very
very
lo-
surface level story.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
not
it's so
no depth
surface
to it.
level, and I've expected the story just to be a little bit intricate.
They could
And-
just start saying subcore forever. Like they could just bring that back. That's not related. That's only related to the ride. That's not actually in the
Yeah.
IP.
They got
we
rid of that.
sometimes say on this show, like you know, when you bring story into a ride, it only has to be surface level. That's fine. But if you're doing a walk through attraction, it's all
Has
about
to
the
have a
story.
story.
This is
Yeah,
the time to
That
go like
is
wow
where it
deep
needs
into
to
it.
be a
But
deep
yeah,
Yeah.
area.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there to go. But there we go. Yeah, it was just
So
ridiculous.
Hyperia needs LSMs.
Try and get away from Ford now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what have we got? So, I recently got back from Siam Park. So,
Ooh.
for those of you who don't know, Siam Park is regularly like voted one of the best water parks in the world. And it's in
Mhm.
Tenerife. And we wanted to have a chilled. Me and Joe wanted to have a chilled holiday, but we was like, how
Tenerife.
can we still do something that's pretty? That's still pretty like on our level. Still have a chill holiday, but what else can we do? So we stayed by Siam Park, and yeah, has anyone been here?
I haven't been.
No, I
No.
have not.
Yeah,
Nope. Looked brilliant though. Looked
It's-
fantastic.
honestly, it's so good. Like, it is so good. It's like I always bang on about like Rolantica, and that is a great water park. But obviously, there's something different when it's a park on this scale. Like, it's the big. It's like the biggest wave pool in Europe.
Wow.
They have, I think it's about 13 water rides, 3
Ooh.
coasters, so like proper like ones where you're going
Have
up.
coasters as well.
Yeah.
No, water coasters.
Oh,
Water
water
coasters.
coasters. I was about to say coasters. What?
No,
The only regret I have from when I visited Volcano Bay was when my taco didn't work properly and I couldn't do the water coaster at Volcano
I
Bay.
couldn't either. My ass didn't work. It was just weird.
I had literally like I went into the park, I tapped my first one and I got 300 minutes, and then when I was leaving 5 hours later, it was like 520 minutes left. Like what?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
I was just
But,
like, sack this, can't be asked. Into the lazy river, we're off.
But in terms of like the theming, because it's themed to like Thailand and stuff, and it's like it's so well done. Like, you basically, one thing I didn't expect is you guys have seen that documentary, haven't you, about Europa Park that come out?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
they've done a Siam Park
There was
version.
a Siam Park, where they uploaded it.
And it's so, if
saw
you're not even been, me and Joe watched it before we even went, and it's so interesting how they like built this place, because like no other water park have done it before, which is like build it so you can't even see the slides. It's like Alton Tower. It's like you walk in there, you cannot see any slides because it's just like a forest.
Wow.
And you can see like a little bit of them, but not all. They're all like colored to like green, so you can't, even if they're poking out, you can't even see them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, they're like one of the first water parks to be like, we don't want to see them. Like, don't paint them red and yellow and all this sort of stuff. But,
we want go away green on all our
yeah.
slides.
Yeah.
16 crates full of the paint, please. Thank you.
The lazy river is like a half an hour experience.
Wow.
And has a secret way you can go where it takes you up an actual like an actual lift hill while you're sat on it. You're sat on the actual like water dinghy and you're going up backwards, and you're on like a conveyor belt going all the way up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then when you get to the top, it takes you round, and then suddenly you just go down all these like crazy like. That's probably.
I think I'm just looking at it on maps, and I think I've seen the lift hill.
Yeah,
just tucked
How
away.
tall is it?
Trees. It's pretty hefty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
It's like.
That sounds amazing, because lazy rivers to me, I like I say, I don't go to many water parks. So when I went to Volcano Bay, they had the faster lazy river, which you had to wear
that's
life
crazy.
vest for.
Yeah,
That was so fun. I was just literally sat in that thing all day. It was so much fun.
Yeah. because I'm
bobbing
not
around.
the biggest fan of water slides. Like,
Nah.
funnily enough, like I don't like them that much for the reason the same reason some people don't like coasters. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like being in control of myself. Like, because you're kind of not in control, but you are in control, if you get what I mean. Like, I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna fall out every time.
Yeah, if you
And
bend that knee, that's you
Yeah.
bending that knee. That's not the track moving. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's-
it's like I know if I'm in this like thing, like
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do. It's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
Like, whereas with water parks, it's like honestly, some of them we did because if you do the 4-person ones where you have to interlock all your legs on each other, it means you can do like some crazy like airtime hill. You can literally fly through the air and like at one point I felt like I was upside down. Like, I've never experienced like I've done all the Disney, the Universal ones. There's nothing to the level what they do. But yeah, it's absolutely mental. But Tower of Power was good. That's the one I wanted to do, which took a lot. That's like 100 foot in the air. And that's the one that goes to the shark tank.
Oh wow!
You've seen that. But yeah,
Did you actually see anything, or was it just pure spray?
It's just pure spray.
It's all it is. It's all it ever is pure spray. I don't understand it.
If you go on the lazy river,
how would you even be able to see anything in there going that fast down? 100-foot slide anyway.
Well,
you are. Say that again.
He said, "How would you be able to see anything going that fast anyway?"
You can see a lot when you're going over the top because it's like 60-degree angle, which is
holy
like
shit,
still well steep. So you can see like everything, but then as soon as you hit the bottom, that's when you get the
you can see down into the tank, or like
you can just see like you can see the sea. You can see like the whole of like Playa de Las Americas. Like,
no. I'm talking about going through the shark like enclosure or aquarium.
That's why I agreed.
Can you see the shark fins from above when you're looking down from the slide?
I'm guess if they fucking stuck the fin out, but I don't think they do that very often.
That's what I mean, though. Can you actually see that the shark?
You can see the water tank. Yeah.
What?
But you can also like if you're on the lazy river, you can go through it as well, so you can actually see like all the different. You can go for the aquarium, which is cool.
Whoa.
It's very unique. Yeah, it's just one of the most insane water parks I've been to, but also like very fucking chill as well. Like,
yeah,
because the water park, the wave pool is so big. There's just so many like beds you can just go and chill out on.
Yeah,
really, really good. And you know what? We did the package, which was 120. It was 128 pounds each, but this was for the all-inclusive package. So that got you unlimited fast passes all day, except for Tower of Power. But you're not going to do that more than once anyway. All you can eat food and all you can eat drink, including alcohol.
Holy shit, that's good. Including alcohol.
Including alcohol, yeah.
Wow.
So, and then you just basically get this wristband and you just scan it everywhere at all the shops, different shops. You can just walk around with like a can, like just go get a can, go do a water slide. It's like really good.
That is
I thought that was really good value for money, to be honest. Like if you're just doing it for one day, but
yeah,
it's like I think it's about 40 pounds just for entrance, and then 28 pounds for fast pass on top. So a little bit more, you can just may as well just get like everything included. So
yeah. Especially like you said, the fast pass though, you don't know how busy it's going to be when you go. You could have a really busy day, or you could have a really quiet day, and if you get there and it's busy and you've got a fast pass and you've already paid for that, you're winning, aren't you? And you have your drinks, chill out. You don't have to rush around. That's the best thing. You don't have to rush around. And when
Bart said, Bart said if Romantic are worth a visit, you don't like slides. Yeah, the slides are like the worst thing about it. The slides are not even that good. Like they're all right.
I'll be going on a few slides, but
for me,
my time is.
I want to go there.
Lazy river or sitting at the bar in the
the swim up bars. That's what I want to go for. That's it.
Do you know what I can't stand about water parks? Is one of the drawbacks. It's which is why we went for fast pass. Was just standing like in a fucking queue, just like while you're soggy, just waiting there, like just with your nips out, just like okay.
Sometimes the steps are metal as well, and like it's cold, and sometimes, and then you get off, and it's like, well, what do I do now? It's like, okay, go do another slide. So
Just
you've
so
got to put
funny,
time
like-
away just to think about what you're doing at a water
Yeah.
park. It's not quite. It's not as fluid as a theme park or water park.
Joe pointed it out to me. She was like, so Joe pointed it out to me. She was like, "How weird is it that we're all just stood here in basically our underwear, but it's the only place, like, that's acceptable to do that." Really.
It's fine. If there's a wave pool, you can get in your underwear. That's basically how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
water
see what
parks are
we-
fun. They are fun. I need to go to Splash Landings again because I've not been for ages since they like did it up. Because they did it up, didn't they? They repainted everything and stuff. Pretty sure they did.
What's
Did they?
that for? Where?
Splash Landings.
Splash.
Towers.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Yeah, they redid it up. Yeah, I need to go back in there. I like the music in there. It's chill.
It's
I
a
want to
good,
go
like-
when the outdoor pools are out. Like, I want to
Yeah,
go
you
when the
need to do
outdoor pools are out.
pools. They like the,
Yeah.
if it's not worth if the outdoor pools aren't open, it's not worth doing because it's too
Yeah,
small
yeah.
inside. Like it's just full of kids.
Yeah.
Well, if you can,
Yeah.
if you the outdoor bit, it's all right to be fair. And if you do the slide that goes outside,
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember which one it's called now, but it goes outside. There's like a little splashdown in between of it, and
Yeah.
you can just chill in there for like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like me and Joe sometimes do. We just hide away in there for a way. Just
Nice.
anyway, enough talk about that. But yeah, we had a very good time. I definitely
Good.
recommend doing it. Like if you
How
do
many
like-
drinks did you have on average?
What at Relantica?
No,
no.
Ion.
Siam. I lost count.
we
I mean, it's all
received a lot
inclusive.
of WhatsApp messages like this, like with the cup, like with the can.
Oh yeah, just you
Siam
at
Park written on the thing.
a what was it? Sangria.
Yeah,
Sangria tap.
Sangria, man.
Oh god, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this Sangria. So
That
much.
wasn't at Siam
no, that
Park,
was
was
at
it?
the
What?
resort.
Like
that
you
was
can-
his
you can
hotel.
pour- You
or
can
something.
pour your own drinks, basically.
That was
That
at
blew my
hotel,
mind.
yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
a message. I was like, "Where are you? That's allowing you to pour your own drinks."
Yeah, and our hotel just got like literally a red and wine tap, sangria tap, and just a beer tap.
That is
Oh,
wild. How are they
that
is
controlling that?
crazy.
But not because you're all inclusive, so you just like just do it all day.
Resort life. That's what that is.
Cool. So next up is I305
Ooh,
at King's Dominion is being repainted.
yes, orange and black by the looks of it.
So Project 305, this is the name it's going under, is started to be repainted. And I can't find that picture.
What's that?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I put a couple more in the WhatsApp group chat.
Oh yeah, genuinely, my Kyle's is better than mine.
Don't actually know whose photo this is, so don't sue us, I guess.
Yeah, please don't. I don't have money to give you.
So this orangey bit is that them testing out
I
colours?
think that was a
I
test
imagine that
palette.
was test.
Yeah.
Because the larger one where they've got the support plate painted black.
That's the wrong one.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Other one.
What? Which one? That one?
That one. Yeah.
The-
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
supports
So
are black.
support's
Yeah,
being
yeah.
painted
yeah.
black, and
Didn't realize.
they've started to paint the track as well. I think.
They're like, you know what? Let's make this more UK.
I was gonna say, are they gonna rename it Oblivion or like, when's that going down?
Oblivion
No, what's the
305.
local clothing brand?
I honestly think this is I think this is like such a misfire, man. Like I just
I've
don't
killed
get
them.
it. I get that they've lost the because for those of you who don't know, that I only found this out not long ago on live on the podcast as well. But yeah, they've lost the IP of the Intimidator, whatever his name is.
Was it NASCAR? Was it? Was it
It was a
NASCAR?
car,
IP?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Intimidator.
So it's all themed to that. So this and Intimidator at Carowinds are getting like a re-theme. But why paint it? Like it's just so iconic. Like it's such an iconic coaster. it's just they could have literally just called it I305. Didn't need Intimidator in the name. Just keep I305. Keep it the same.
Yeah.
It just seems like so weird to me. I know they've got this new area that they want to maybe tie it into and everything, but like it's just legendary. Like it's so weird. Imagine if Tavern just got rethemed because they wanted to like make it into a jungle theme now. I know it's not the same, but
It's like the big one being repainted. Like imagine that getting repainted.
yeah, like we lose the Pepsi Max, which they lost ages ago.
Sorry, paint it pink.
Yeah, let's just like paint it black. Come on.
No, imagine they repaint it green and white and
let's be honest.
Mountain
If
Dew.
it was Blackpool, it'd be
Sprite.
urban slate.
The
That's what
Sprite
it'd
big
be.
one.
Yeah,
It'd be urban slate with dark grey as a support, just so that the Boulevard Hotel would fit right in with the theme.
but yeah, there we go. It's good luck with that, guys.
I'm just interested to see how they tie it in with the jungle expedition area with Flight of Fear right next to it. Because that is
yeah,
like
does that
Flight of
even
Fear is
tie in?
literally right next to I305.
well, it's in the
Wow.
area. Like when we went, they'd already like created like the new area.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't. Yeah, like they've got like a whole UFO like right, like I don't really get it.
I305.
I'm wondering what they're gonna do with that. But, other than that, I'm just interested to see how they.
The thing
tie
is,
it all in.
Flight of Fear is so good. I didn't realize how good that was when I did it. Like I always forget I've ridden that, but it's such a good coaster.
It's
You are
it's okay.
so good.
Like it's
So good.
No. The one at Kings Island is fucking shite. The one at King's Dominion is pretty good.
Man, that blew me away. Like it is really good. And the because for those who don't know, this is the outside of that's the King Island one. But this is pretty much the same. It's literally
It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
King's Dominion. It's like
It looks very similar to that. So.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
Wow.
Like that's in the middle of like a jungle theme. What's going on there?
Oh, didn't you know that they found the aliens in the Aztec ruins, which is in the jungle? You know, like that's what happened. That's what the crystal skull taught me, anyway.
To be honest, I would not be surprised if they did.
They could do.
Like, of all places to find alien life forms.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or they could retheme that, keep the kind of warehouse look, and just make it look like a Colombian drug run airport.
There you go. That's an idea.
In the middle of a jungle.
Cartel,
I thought you were
plane,
gonna say like an
tango.
Aztec temple or like
No, it's straight to
Colombian
Breaking Bad.
drug run.
No, Walter White, mate.
Literally. Say my name.
It does actually have a spa.
It does.
Oh.
I have linked the.
Oh yeah,
spa.
there you go.
And how many millions of pounds is it per minute for anything?
It's not actually.
It's quite.
It's
reasonable.
you don't get like spa treatment. It's more
Yeah.
just like
It's like a
steam room,
steam rooms
like-
and
saunas and stuff.
like I think it's got like its own little swimming pooly bit. Like that's just a bit like it's adults only. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
18 only.
And Europa Park, God knows what that means. There we go. So
Yes, it's textile free as well in some plus.
we are so in Mexico. There is going to be a new clone is being built of Arthur at Europa.
Oh wow. Really?
Yes.
Indeed.
Spoilers
park
for
called
Arthur's layout.
Vedanta World in Mexico.
What is that? It's not Macau. Medantal World.
The park is called Vedanta World, according to what I'm reading on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I like Arthur. I think it's really good. Do I think it's worth being cloned? No. Like the ride system is great. Like, but surely just make it. I don't know. It's weird move that.
What's it being themed to?
That's my question. Like, surely it's not going to have the same.
You're going to clone Arthur, but make it look like the River Caves. I mean, it's not gonna work. So Because the whole thing about that is it goes in and out of where everybody stood, and I don't know. Is there any concept art anywhere? No.
Not a clue.
I think this
No
is literally the only thing we've seen.
Wow.
I think it
Okay.
looks to me on their website and stuff. It
Yeah.
looks to me. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It looks to me like it's more of like a water park, and like resort type place. They've got they've got cruise ships.
Oh wow. Okay.
If you go to parks, so they might just be like branching out into like Vedanta World's Bond Luxury Theme Park. Don't miss the first look, which offers an exclusive sneak peek at just small portion of expansive fabulous world of attractions. And
Hey,
I know nothing about this place. So
it
could be
had
very
a
well.
button then
It
to
could be,
press. It
could be very well established in Mexico, and
it had a button to
this
press.
ride could be very well in keeping with what they already have going on in this place.
well, I think if that was the case, you'd be seeing rides everywhere on here. I feel like they might be creating a theme park.
If you scroll up, Sean, and then go to what you read out first time on the website. If you scroll up on the website,
just trying to see if there's another page. Okay, wait, here we go.
Sharing screen on StreamYard is so bad.
RCT limits is on point as long as it's not like Jurassic Flyers in Universal Beijing and not themed at all. That is a fact, because there is
a
fuck all. Have any of you seen POVs?
Yeah.
Shit, so bad.
It
goes outside. Oh,
there is fuck all in that ride area.
It goes outside.
And then
It goes
because of
I was like, there's
just
no
the health
who
and
greenlit
safety,
this.
the amount of catwalks and stuff underneath it.
Yeah.
Oh mate, it looks so bad.
It looks like a Togo.
It looks so bad.
It goes outside.
There is really
without
nothing on
screaming.
that ride at all.
Right. Its whole thing is it goes round and then outside. That's it.
Yeah. And it's weird because like the whole conservatory and the like mountain facade that Jurassic World has in Universal Beijing, that all looks so good.
Yeah.
And then the Jurassic World Dark Ride or Jurassic Park, I can't remember if it's park or world themed.
I think it
looks insane.
Oh,
Jurassic World.
Okay,
that
so for Dancer World, construction started in September 2015, opening 2025.
Oh shit!
Wow. Okay.
Has it actually been being built for that long?
How much have they been building for damn near 10 years?
1.3 billion.
Billion what?
Oh yes, no dollars.
Yeah. Oh really? Okay. That's wild. What the hell? And
1.3 billion fast
it's
tracks.
probably one of those that I've heard the name. The name does kind of sound familiar, honestly.
It's nice.
One of those I've heard the name and then just straight up forgotten about it.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Coma.
This is interesting. I bet we've covered this. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we.
Coma. Yeah.
We probably have talked about it many years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Carousel of
I've
colours.
just completely forgotten it.
That's what happened when when shit takes damn near 10 years to actually open.
It's literally Disney Springs with rides.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Carousel of colours.
Colour. Yeah. The wonderful carousel of colour.
It looks like it's going to be nice though. It looks like it's already
yeah.
pre-existing resorts that they've just turned into like a
Whereabouts in Mexico is it located at? Like what
that come up? That map.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, but it's tiny.
Nuevo Levata, is that what it is? Oh.
Mexico.
Zoom out.
Porta Valletta, I
Mexico.
think it said.
I don't know, mate. Mexico, innit?
Mexico.
In
mate.
Mexico. It looks nice. It looks cool. I think
I love just finding random stuff out on the podcast. It's so fun.
yeah, it's cool. It makes it a lot more chill, to be fair. Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
just like more authentic.
So that's the thing.
Yeah. What's the thing, Sean? Segue.
Well, that whole thing was, yeah. um, Danse Macarabe at Efteling.
Oh yeah, that thing.
They have released a video showing more of what the ride looks like.
It looks very interesting.
It looks
Let's
good,
say
man.
that. Yeah.
Do we have it to show? I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna get it up. I mean, it's gonna be like what 10 frames per second, but well,
For anyone listening to this
On
on
the third.
Spotify, go over to our YouTube channel and watch this video.
Or find it yourself and watch it. It'll probably be better.
Watch a better quality version of it.
That's running smooth, to be fair.
En dat is niet het enige dat op je wacht.
it's an animatronic cat.
It has an animatronic cat.
Alle ogen zijn gericht op
So,
Danse Macarabe.
One thing that stood out to me massively was there's a lot more physical
Animatronics.
animatronics.
It looks
and
like it's all going to be
like
physical
you know,
stuff rather than screens.
me and Joe were lucky enough to do the original, and they've really made this in keeping with the original, with a lot of practical effects.
Yeah,
but yeah, I wonder if there's going to be screen, because the whole point of this ride was to have like screens like all the way around. So I wonder.
they'll probably be like inserted with inside theming objects. So like
Yeah.
the window will have like the actual stained glass LED, and then it'll be the screen behind it, sort of thing. Maybe.
I don't know. Like Intamin's proposal for it is that it could
Yeah.
be a fully screen-based thing.
Yeah,
But
there's another
It
video.
could equally work with being fully prop-based.
Yeah.
But it would be really cool if they had screens, but then like but the screens are
Switched
just
out.
like sky or like
Yeah,
store, like but then
Yeah.
things in front of them. So it's not like a screen-based ride, but it like adds to the atmosphere or something like.
yeah. Well, Intamin or Efteling released a video, and it showed potentially what one of the drop sequences was.
Yes, the tilt and then it dropping.
And the fucking drop,
It dropped very quickly.
it dropped very quickly. I was like, wow. Yeah, I don't think it's in this one. I think it's in a different one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they look really cool. The way they've lit the I'm presuming it's a ghost up.
So
Yeah,
it looks
Very
like
clever.
on Intamin's page they can do a 3 meter a second 0G freefall drop on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
and then raise
that's-
it back up
It
at
is
up
it-
at 1.5 meters a second. So
it's a flat ride technically. I don't really consider like I only really consider a dark ride if it
if you like
moves.
moving through
It
a-
moves to a different location, like then because you have like a flat ride, then you have a coaster because that moves off away, and that's the way I consider like a dark ride to be, is like it has to move. Like I don't really consider, there's an argument for it or whatever, but I don't consider like a flying theatre to be a full dark ride. Like if someone goes, we're going to go and do a dark ride, and I'll do a flying theatre, I'll be like, well, that was cool, but I was expecting a dark ride. But this would be-
I think I agree with you there. What about a dark ride like Hex? Has a bit like you like walk through the attraction and then you get to the ride sort of thing.
Depends,
Do you
because
consider
if the flying theatre was at the end of like a whole walkthrough experience, then yeah, it would class that as a dark ride.
yeah,
But if, for example, Hex was just you queued
Go
up,
into the
walked
vault.
into the vault, and then it happened, and you come out, you'd be like, "That's a flat ride," because that's literally the whole ride, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Whereas there's got a whole story build up.
Yeah.
I guess if they do that with this, if there's like a whole
there's
walkthrough,
got to be a pre-show for it. It's replaced Spook Slot, hasn't it? Is that what it's replaced?
yeah. This is basically the new generation Spook Slot.
Which was literally like a story-driven
Well,
walkthrough.
No, it wasn't. It was literally. It was basically a show. Like it was
Oh.
a show
Yeah.
of animatronics. So you walked in.
Yeah, that's
you
why. Yeah,
stood,
show of
like,
animatronics.
in like lines on like a tiered
Yeah.
seating sort of thing, and just watched the show.
Hmm.
It was very weird. Like it wasn't. Yeah, it was not what I expected. But
Wasn't the queue line supposed to be like really creepy with that attraction or something? There was something about it where everyone was like, it's quite dark and menacing. When you go see it, I think Aaron said it was pretty like the queue line was very well done, sort of thing. So
to Spook Slot.
Yeah, Spook Slot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, to be fair, it was basically just going through like caves, and then you looked in some of the windows, and there'd be like some stuff going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I would be very surprised. I think Efteling really love the heritage of the park, and if they're going to replace a ride and update an attraction, they're definitely going to be throwing Easter eggs in there, left, right, and center. I think for the hardcore fans of that place, and it seems like it's something very dear to the heart. This project from the start, they've the marketing for it's been big. I was in the car the other day and I heard a bloody advert for it on Heart Radio. Yeah.
Yeah, so that my dad's asked me recently.
Yeah, literally, my dad was
he
listening
just
to Heart Radio.
Have you
in the
been to
car.
Efteling? And I was just like, no.
Visit
I was
Efteling.
like, why?
I'm like, what?
And he was just like, yeah, I heard the radio of it.
Yeah, it's literally it was.
Austin earlier saw a advertisement on the back of a bus in Manchester.
I was literally just about to, I've seen bus advertisements for it.
Yeah.
In London. And, not in London. In Leeds even.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? I've never seen
Yeah.
Yeah, they're proper.
It was just
pushing
weird.
UK advertisement.
In the middle of Rochdale, and it goes, visit Efteling. Okay, I'll visit Efteling.
I mean,
Where the
saying
hell
that,
did
when we
come
were at
from?
Phantasialand, there was adverts at the bus stop.
Okay, I'll go.
Right. Yeah, they were all the way through.
We were literally at Cologne Airport, and there were advertisements for Efteling rather than
at each
Fantasia.
bus stop. There was nothing for Phantasialand anywhere. It was literally like just.
Imagine you
Mystery
driving,
Castle is the advert though, right?
Just imagine you're driving, you just on the radio, it just pops up mid song. Just like
Visit
don't
Efteling.
crash your car.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I do need to visit Efteling though. But that all being said, I want to ride Baron. Baron looks good. I want to ride that coaster so much.
we're hopefully getting there very soon. So
Nice.
when this opens, we're going to go a little bit after that.
Definitely one of those that I know I need to check out at some point.
At some point, yeah, definitely, yeah.
To me, like I love Efteling. I think it's better than any Disney park I've been to, but that's going to be like that's such a subjective thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's what you're into.
It's also one that I know I need to go in with the right mindset as well.
Yeah, you need to go
days,
days. You need to do it at a slow pace. Don't go with anyone who just wants to do coasters.
Exactly that. Because it's not that.
Because it isn't for everyone. It's literally like a chilled park. Like, go there, enjoy like all the amazing beers they have. At a slow
Trust
pace.
you to find the amazing beers they have.
They sell Duvel, man. Duvel.
Oh,
everywhere.
Duvel's really good.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it.
Nice.
I had Duvel in Belgium. Yeah, in Belgium I went to Plopsaland. Not at Plopsaland, but like on that trip.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it at Plops.
But I'm super excited for this. It's going to be. God, I've been anticipating this for so long, but it's just going to be like such.
I'm really interested to see what it's all going to look like.
Such a major expansion for the park, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Max and Moritz was a big one, but that was mainly big because I had to get rid of the. Was it called Bob's? The bobsleigh coaster. I can't remember what it's called though. I think it's
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Is Joris and Didrak as good as people say it is?
I love it. Yeah. I mean, it's. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard.
Like, how does it stack up to the best GCIs that you've done? Because it does not look anywhere close to the top of the pile for me. And people,
I
go
don't
on
think
it.
it's not like the best I've done. It's I'd have to look at my rankings again, but
Like again, keeping in with like
Yeah.
going there with the right mentality. I will not ride Yoris expecting top tier GCI.
it's great. I love it. It's really
I refuse to get my hopes that
yeah.
high.
No, it's really fun, but it's not like the level of like Thunderhead. It's not on the
Yeah.
level of what are the other great ones. Like
Troy.
I did Troy the same trip the first time I did that, and I did that after Yoris. So I did think Troy was, but obviously it's rough now. Apparently, I haven't done it since
Yeah,
2019.
apparently that is.
But
Anyway,
I prefer Troy. But as a dueling coaster, it's really good. We went last year and did it with the new Titan track sections, and it adds a lot to it. It does that. It like makes it. Don't know. It makes it too smooth. That's my only problem now. It's one of them where like they've kind of made it too smooth. So, but anyway, there we go.
But yeah, overall, it looks like you go there more for the experiential factor rather than, any one particular thing. And I'd want to take the time to not only, just take my time around the park and chill and go at my own pace and everything, but just to experience everything.
I'm very careful with how I recommend Efteling to people now, because when I first went, like I was like bigging it up to everyone, and a few people have been like, "Oh, it was all right." So I tried.
That's what I've seen. I've seen people coming back and saying like it's straight up bad.
No,
and like the rides aren't good. I'm like, that's on you for going in with the wrong expectations.
The rides are not bad anyway. Like the rides are like out of everything we rode in America, for example, on the East Coast, like Baron was probably better than a lot of them coasters. Like even though it's not like the best dive coaster I've ever done, but as like a whole package. But then again, it's like, who are you?
As a themed experience, it looks awesome.
Yeah, is that? But then again, it's coming down to that question of like, what do you value more in a ride?
Yeah.
Like if you just want a concrete coaster and all you care about is the elements and
the force is inflicted upon you.
Then Efteling is absolutely not the place for you.
Yeah.
You don't want it and it doesn't want you. Like that's how it goes really. But that's why I'm careful with who I say I'll go and do this, because I've had a lot of people go, they just hated it. But you have to, but that's the thing, like you have to, I always say to people, to get the most out of it, you can't have a day. Like you just can't, like, to appreciate that park. Because like the people,
it's one of them where you've got to do it, and then you've got to do it again to explore it. Like it's literally that.
But I know people have been and only done half the park and didn't realize the other half of the park exists. Like, oh, you missed out a whole, like, the actual, like, the older part of the park where, like, Villa Volta is and Dream Flight and things like that. But
me soaring. As actually the first time the other week I was watching some YouTube channel that I normally watch, and they went there for the first time, and they were just like, it's literally just soaring. And they had the camera at the back as well. It was like, oh my god! I was looking at the scenes. And I'm like, fucking hell! Like, really?
The ride ruined.
Yeah. But it's cool that they've got that kind of thing there. I'm looking forward to going there eventually when I get there. There's like you said, just exploring, like a day, just exploring that place, all the Easter eggs, all the hidden like animatronics and stuff they have dotted around everywhere. It looks great. Efteling looks great. Scared the fuck out of me though when I got that advert.
All right, shall we move on to spooky stuff?
Okay.
Before we do that, I have a PSA.
Yeah.
I have a PSA announcement, and I don't care if I'm like I know out of the four of us, I'm the only one that's been to this park. I do not care. This park needs its praises sung as much publicity that we give the likes of Phantasialand, Islands of Adventure, Efteling, the other best parks that we've been to. Silver Dollar City needs as much praise as all of those because it's one of my favorite places on planet Earth. One of my favorite parks on planet Earth. It is top. I said this to you guys in the chat. It deserves. It is a top 5 theme park experience in the world, in my opinion. I'd really prefer to give it top 3. honestly.
Wow.
For me, it is at least.
So I'm guessing you had a good trip.
Context: I just came back from a weekend at Silver Dolar City.
Sounds like better to introduce it that way. Out of context, everyone's like, "What is going
on?" But no, like a friend of mine wanted me to just sum up everything that I think is so great about the place. And I was like, first of all, that's going to be way too long of a text, even though I sent it anyway. But I won't go like step for step through what I did. But how I would sum it up is like my favorite aspect of Silver Dolar City is just the degree to which, we talk about like the experiential aspect of Efteling being the cell of that park. Silver Dolar City is the exact same. The extent to which they transport you to another world is on the level of Rookburg, Klugheim, just Phantasialand in general.
Wow.
Like all of the best parks that we regularly talk about for their ability to engulf you and envelop you in an entire built world, authentic built world. Pandora, Animal Kingdom, Galaxy's Edge, all of them. Silver Dolar City is on a level with all of those, and in
the whole park, or just
the entire park, okay. The entire park. Depending on who you ask, you could make the argument it does it better than all of them, because it is rooted in history, in authenticity, and in realism. Like it transports you to a 1800s Missouri, like 1800s like town in the middle of the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, and it feels like you're not at a theme park. It doesn't feel like you're at my first day. I spent the first 2 hours of my first day. I didn't even write anything because I didn't want to. I literally spent the first 2 hours just walking around, appreciating everything that this place does and has and puts on display to make you feel like I messaged a friend of mine saying I don't feel like I'm in 2024 anymore. Like I was taken back to another time entirely, and there are certain thematic things that it does so exceedingly well. It obviously, like most parks have a main street, or like just a main like opening area. It feels like you've walked into like the main square of a little city. Feels like there's, for those who don't know anything about Silver Dolar City, one thing that it puts on display, like to the front of the display, is craftsmanship and different crafts, different things that
carpentry and stuff
that-
like that.
yeah, that like blacksmithing,
Blacksmith, yeah.
woodworking, just like different ways to make like sculptures and clothes and artifacts and souvenirs and different pottery, things like that. Just like everything that you can think of when it comes to like arts and crafts and just like really creative craftsmanship, they have on full display there. And it's like the people there that are responsible for all of the displays are people that are a lot of them are older people, a lot of retired folk, a lot of people who have been with the park since the park opened in 1950, or just like been with the park for decades, not necessarily when the park opened, but been with the park for decades, and they put on like demonstrations of different things that they've acquired skills in over the years. If they're not talking to like a guest or a group of guests in the during a demonstration, or just explaining like how they like their time with the park, they're talking to each other. They're having actual conversation with each other. Like they're having banter, they're throwing jokes at each other, they're like yelling at each other like across the midways from like stall to stall and stuff. It feels like you're in the middle of a genuine community.
That's amazing. They're
not just stood there waiting for the next guest, like to come up to recite like the same spiel about what they're doing or anything. It feels like you're in the middle. Like, I can't stress enough how it feels like you're in the middle of a genuine town. It doesn't feel like you're in a park. You can't see any of the rides from the midways. Well, any of the roller coasters, at least. From the midways. All of the roller coasters are on the outskirts of the park, and they go out into like the forest, into the hills and stuff.
I'm looking through multiple pictures here on Google, and like it's hard to get a shot of a coaster. I'm looking for from the midways, and I can't.
You can barely see any of them. Like from the midways, and that adds so much to the sense of disbelief that you're just in some 1800s town, and I just think that, along with so many other things, is just like that aspect is just so well executed. In just like the creation of the themed world that they've created. And for me anyway, like that is as important to themed world execution as anything else. There are signs everywhere telling you things about like things that companies are selling, telling funny stories, telling you to do a certain thing, like in the park. Let me find. There was a sign on like in the like dotted around the park. So like so many different stories are told throughout the attractions, throughout the shows. There are so many shows, and they're all actually really like so many talented people like put on shows at this place. And there's a sign saying, "Wanted, be on the lookout for those notorious no-gooders lighting fires, stealing pants," alluding to an aspect of the story told by Fire in the Hole, the new coaster opened this year.
That's brilliant.
New version of an old classic. It says, "Help us. Use your newfangled contraption to text fire to 41274."
Your newfangled contraption.
It's shit like that really like embeds the experience and really makes you feel like you're like nowhere near modern civilization. People talk about the location of this place and how hard it is to get there. On like the location itself adds so much. You're in the car park and you can look out and you can see like you're like this place is at the tops of like the Ozark Mountains. You can stand in the car park and look out at just like the rest of the mountain range. And
Yeah, I've just literally done that.
It's literally why Dollywood was so impressive to me, because you are like at the top of a mountain. Like, it's
insane. It's insane.
Fucking
Like,
hell.
yes,
Yeah,
there is the counter argument to be made of like what good is the location if like you can hardly ever get to it and shit like that. But when you do get there, it's all worth it. Like, it's worth it tenfold of just how every aspect of the place feeds into your experience in some way, shape, or form. All the staff are so friendly. So friendly,
that
so willing
makes
to
a
have
big
conversations.
difference.
Makes a
That
huge
makes
difference.
a big difference.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
They're all funny. they're all hilarious to talk to.
It's kind of a bit of a testament to Hirschend as a company, really, because you hear at both Silver Dolar City and Dollywood that they are just like great places to work at. Like, they actually look after their staff.
Yeah.
Like, people are proud to work there, and they hire people.
And you see it.
Yeah, they hire people based on their, like, I guess, like values and beliefs and things like that. So it's not just like
100%.
hire anyone. You know, people actually want to work there rather than trying to find like people to work there.
Yeah. And if that and if all of that wasn't enough, Claire mentioned it in the chat. The Marvel Cave.
I've just seen the bloody cave. It's like bloody Llandudno.
Dude. No, I've seen a million photos of the Marvel Cave and like the different rooms within that cave floor. None of them come close to doing it justice.
Is it as big as it? I think
not even the photos I took.
But you still haven't shared with us.
I haven't, because I haven't had a chance to edit anything yet. I didn't have any Wi-Fi over the weekend. My hotel's Wi-Fi was, well, that I would say it's shit. It was not. It did not exist. So like I couldn't edit.
There was no Wi-Fi.
There was
a password on the wall, but it wasn't for anything.
The Marvel Cave is one of the maybe the most insane thing I have ever done at a theme park.
Yeah,
just
going to see in a
like,
cave.
If you don't like heights, I'd advise against it. Because there are some people who will ride roller coasters, but they still like with heights.
So a bit dodgy with like being stood somewhere at height.
Yeah. With both with
walking down the big
one, falling from peaks and being at the bottom, like looking up and thinking, like it makes them iffy about like the thought of falling and or something falling on them.
Yep,
in such vast space. Yeah, if you are one of those people, I would not do this. I'm not afraid of heights, and it was even getting me. Wow. It is absolutely it's one of the craziest things that I've seen in that place. And
question: is it free once you're in?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's free.
Good. That's good.
It's not an upcharge. Which reminds me, another thing. He's not even here, but parking at US parks. Surely you've heard about like
$40 to $80 Universal can get up to like
$40 at different Cedar Fair parks, Six Flags parks, Busch Gardens,
just
whatever.
Standard parking as well.
Yeah. The parking is free at Silver Dolar City.
Holy shit! Wow.
Obviously, like you can get preferred parking or like premium parking with like you can get season pass discounts and stuff like that. To just like general parking is free at Silver Dolar City, and that shouldn't be as huge of a thing as it is.
Yeah.
But given that, like we just said,
else does it
at Six Flags parks, at Cedar Fair parks, at Disney parks, at Universal parks, at Busch Gardens parks, at SeaWorld parks, they all make you pay fucking $25 to $50 just for general parking, depending on the place. The fact that the Hirschend's, in my opinion, crown and jewels, like does not charge to park your car is something that should be shouted from the heavens. Really.
Absolutely. That's
But
that's
yeah.
a big because that's another park ticket for a family that back in the car. And if it's free, that's that's so good. That's really nice. It sounds to me like it's steeped in heritage and steeped in history and steeped in
And they put it on full display.
Yeah, and they're proud of it. Like they're really proud of it, and it's the forefront of the park. Like everyone who works there has to respect it, and if they don't, then it doesn't work. So they have to do that.
This isn't the place for you.
Yeah, yeah. I really want to visit. I really want to visit, like so badly. There in Hollywood are like
every fan of themed experience needs to see it.
Yeah,
every single one. It's right there with Phantasialand, with Islands of Adventure, with Tokyo Disney Sea, even though I've not been to that park. Just like Disneyland California, Efteling, Europa Park, like all of the parks, Dollywood, all of the parks is better than Dollywood in my opinion. All of the parks that we champion for themed experience. And themed, I hate the word immersion, but themed immersion, it's right there at the top with all of them.
Sold to me anyway, mate.
And like people don't talk about it very often because like people don't get to go very often because it is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the Ozark Mountains in southern Missouri. Like not many people are rushing out to go to the state of Missouri in the But
yeah, I know what you mean.
But I don't care. Like it needs to be talked about more. It needs to be talked about more. Like
so how do you? So obviously you drove, but like
so I flew into Kansas City.
Sorry, guys. We are going to have to talk about the main subject at some point.
Yeah,
just because that is the whole episode. But yeah, quickly on this. What?
I flew into Kansas. There are a few different ways you can do it. Like I flew into Kansas City, mainly because I could slide in Worlds of Fun in there. To ride Mamba and Prowler again, which are awesome, by the way. And then drove from Kansas City, and I have my friend James Larson who lives in Kansas City as well. Then I drove from Kansas City down to Branson, Missouri, where Silver Dolar City is. It's a 3 to 3.5 hour drive, depending on stops.
Holy shit!
It is about like at minimum 3 hours away from Kansas City, from St. Louis. You can fly into Springfield, which is about an hour away, but it's much more expensive.
Oh, well, because it's an hour away. Yeah.
Well, it's a much smaller airport, so
I'll have to pick your brains on that after show.
Yeah, and I won't take up too much more time.
Yeah.
I could go on and on about
it. I do want to go there.
We should have made it like a full episode, to be fair, because we could have gone a deep dive into it, really. But
hey, I'm done. we could do it next week if you want. I don't care. It's necessary to give this place like the level of. It's been voted like America's best theme park by USA Today so many times.
I genuinely don't.
Really?
I genuinely don't know anyone who is not on their bucket list though. Like I think the reason people obviously don't talk about it as much as like Phantasialand and places like that is because like most people we know, people who watch this podcast have been to it. It's just a hard place to go to. It's been top of my bucket list. That and Dollywood were probably my most anticipated. Obviously, I've done Dollywood now. But it's just a hard one, isn't it? Like to talk about, or it's hard to like. I don't know.
It's hard to really talk about when
you've not experienced it yourself, or it's a difficult one, really. Like a lot of the times when we talk about like the ones we have done, a lot of people, especially in the chat as well, have done it as well. So it's easy to like gush over these things, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
But like, it's top of my bucket list. I just want to go to see how it compares to Dollywood because it's I love Dollywood. And for me, when I was there, like with Joe, Chris, and Gemma, we all said like this is
it's
as good as, if better. It's probably better than some of the like a lot of Disney stuff, like because it actually feels real. Like it actually, because it doesn't feel themes. It doesn't feel like it's themed. It feels like you're there. Which is even some points in like Phantasialand, it's like we say immersion, but I don't think I'm actually like in Rookburg as a place. Like I don't think like this is where I am now. Like
yeah.
Whereas when you're walking around,
you're just in our world.
Yeah. But when you're in Dollywood, you're like, well, this is like literally this area. Like everyone's got the accents I'd expect to have in this area because they have these accents. Like they're doing the crafting, they're doing it just feels like, it doesn't feel like fake in the slightest. Yeah.
When I stood in the middle of Rookburg, well, when I experienced Rookburg, I completely forgot that I was at Phantasialand. Completely forgot. Until we were exiting, I was just like, "Oh shit! There's the rest of the park to get back to."
Yeah, could quite easily just be that. To be fair, like
when I was at Dollywood, when I walked up Craftsman's Valley, when I walked past what's Mystery Mine? Why am I blanking on the name of the Gerstlauer? Mystery Mine?
Yeah.
When I walked past Mystery Mine, like this is Disney level theming and immersion. Like I forgot I was at a theme park. When I was at any area in Silver Dolar City, any part of the park, I forgot I was at a theme park.
That's testament, man. It looks so nice.
But
yeah. So
to be continued on that.
Yeah, to be continued.
We absolutely can do a whole episode on.
I think because Emma isn't here because she's got caught up and stuff. I think we're gonna have to push the speaker stuff to next week because it's like nearly 1:30 now anyway.
Yeah, can do.
So I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change everything.
Change the thumbnail. Change the name.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it next week. Because otherwise we'll just be like rushing it, I think now. Because
we can't do a spooky topic without Emma.
James, you're not going to be here. You're going to be
because I'll be on my return from, but depending on how hard I am.
That's so annoying.
But I will have done Fright Nights and Traumatica at that point. So
yeah. Well, you can do a trip report the week
Sunday.
after then. And then you can...
you let us know how that goes.
And my first time at Europa.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
yes.
Have fun. Enjoy Voltron.
Very excited.
Sponsored by Rimac.
Voltron Nevera sponsored by Rimac. No, powered by Rimac. There you go.
Powered by Rimac.
Powered by Rimac.
Rimac.
Cool. All right. Nice one. I think.
Sorry for hijacking the episode.
No, fine. If that's, I didn't. The thing is, I didn't know that. I forgot that you were even going because I was away last week, so I didn't actually know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about it next week. It's all good. Might even see if we can get a guest on. How about that?
Yeah, it's about that. It's about that time.
It's about that time
to get. Oh, we'll talk about it after. Don't want to give anything away.
Cool. But, anyway,
I don't even fucking know what's going on.
Anyway, we will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching / listening.
Cheers, guys.
Great week, and see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.